Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're just going to be looking at my newest custom, which is really just a repaint. I kind of did this in between some other projects. I have 2 or 3 other projects going on right now that are taking a long time for casting and molding purposes and other things like that. And one of the figures is getting parts made 3D printed style, one of them's getting things casted and molded, so it's just taking a long time. Actually, 2 of them are getting 3D printed stuff. Anyway, those are taking forever, but we do have this one, which is just a repaint, so it's going to be a real quick video. Just wanted to show you guys, this is the Nendoroid, what is it, Majora's Mask Link. My customer contacted me. He's a returning customer. He's had a few things repainted from me now. But he contacted me and he said, hey, I have this, and I'd like a Dark Link figure to be very much like your Figma Dark Link, but, you know, this one. So I said, hey, we can definitely do that. And the trick to this is, the Nendoroids have a very flat look to them. They don't have very much gloss. They do have some metallic, but they're generally like a molded plastic that's very flat, or at least matte. So the trick to these guys is to paint them up properly. I was going to leave him on the stand, but we'll just go ahead and take him off. On this stand anyway, we'll leave him on this because he doesn't stand very well without it. So the trick was to repaint everything, but while still maintaining that very flat look. And if you, hopefully you can tell, even with these harsh lights, there's like no light reflection at all. It's a very, very flat finish. So how I did that was I did a lot of airbrushing. Every single part on this guy has been airbrushed except for these little spots like for the belt buckles and things like that. I painted those by hand, but then I clear coated them with a flat matte finish. And so for the black, it's all just solid flat black because that's how the Nendoroids are done. And same thing for the browns. But then for the face, there's a little bit of shading. He didn't want the face and skin to be the same color as the standard figure. So I mixed some new paints and we made a very dull, or I made a very dull grayish skin tone. Just a tiny hint of gray in there to make it look like Dark Link. That's how he wanted. He didn't want like the solid black. So his skin is all newly painted and shaded with that. The eyes I went in with by hand, and I painted the eyebrows and all the black spots and the red spots in there to give him the right look for the eyes. For the hair, he wanted it to be white, but I convinced him to do a little bit of gray shading in there. So I went ahead and painted it gray, and then I painted the white on top of that to give him the very subtle gray shading, which I think the original one had some shading. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember. But either way, there's a little bit of shading in there, which is what he wanted. And then for the shield, we repainted all of the blue parts black, which I gotta tell you, it's not fun painting in there, but it looks cool when it's done, so I'm happy with how it turned out. Painted the sword to have a more muted gold handle part, and then a black part back here. And then his scabbard as well is now black with gold and silver rather than what it was, a different gold anyway. And so that's about it. I mean, I just disassembled the whole thing, did a lot of airbrushing, did some cleanup work with my hand brushing, and that was it. Oh, the legs, he decided to go with the gray pants for the legs, and so that looks pretty cool, I think. I never liked the bare legs on that look, so happy about that. Did do the alternate head, obviously, too, so we have that. And the only thing I didn't do is repaint the mouth. I masked that off so that I didn't have to because there's no need to, so that's all original. So the goal was essentially just to keep it looking as factory as possible, and I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. You guys can let me know what you think, but there's not a whole lot to talk about since it's really just a repaint. There's some dust on it, but there you go. So that's it, guys. I know it's not much in terms of my newest custom, but I did just finish that statue, and I have 3 projects at least going on right now. And we're still doing we're building our own line of action figures, guys. So if you're not up to date on that, you want to check out my Twitch channel. You don't have to create a Twitch account. You can still watch the videos, but I would definitely recommend it because it's a whole lot more fun over there on Twitch for the live streaming. And we're building our own line of action figures. That doesn't get much better than that when it comes to this industry. So make sure you check it out. There is a link in the description below if you want to do that. And that'll do it. I still have new videos up every single day on this channel, guys, so make sure you subscribe and come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.